Hi. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hi, Dottie. Hi, Demo. Hi, Bunnies. Congrats, Dottie, on getting first. How's everybody been today? I think I have the music that I want to listen to today. I just gotta set things a bit quieter. We're good. I'm tired. Did you? Were you up for a long time? What the fuck? Thanks for the glasses, Dottie. Double check. There. I think. Okay. I think we're good to go. Now, where did I leave off? I woke up 4 a.m. today because my mom opened my door at that time to let her dog in my room. At 4 a.m.? Why at 4 a.m.? The fuck? Why at 4 a.m.? Hmm. That's the time she wakes up to get her things ready for work and have food ready for my. Damn. Damn. When does she get home then? Sweet birthday for you. Are together. Okay, not this. This. She gets out of work at 2:30 p.m. and gets home at 3. Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be like a super long shift or something. And I was, man, I was about to say, if she does that, your mom works her ass off, bro. I could never. Mm, do, 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 do. That was the real question. How's it going to look here? Let's grab this. D. Ooh, where do I put this one? Probably like up here. The only thing I can place, only place I can think of putting it. This feels too. I feel like it would be more like that. You know what I mean? Or like that. Maybe it's the tilt that's throwing me off. Seems about right. This, however, seems a bit crooked. So, there's a thingy exposed here. Which, honestly, I could probably just grab these. Or grab this. Bring it up a little bit. Doot, 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 doot. There. Turn this off. Bring it out a bit more like this. This too. It's probably the same on this side too then. I'm broke. I only have 937 points. Oh no, that's a shame, isn't it? How sad. How unfortunate. We'll have to be careful here. And yet there's so much space here. Why is that? Maybe I just bring this out a little bit more. About that much should be good. Gam, why do you think costs so much? I find it how D feels. You know damn well he is not that broke. And they are that expensive so that people don't just abuse it, you know? Slowing you down, quantum. Hi, Alan. What does it mean when your girlfriend's friends are dying to meet you? Usually means that they're super excited. Or they're very intrigued. Dottie, I have 5K. What do you need? No, please, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. But yeah, usually it means they're either very curious about you, or they're excited to meet you. Why? Also, when did you get a girlfriend? Nothing right now on. Whew. Safe. Safe. I need to figure out how to give points. I'll give myself a lot of points. You can't do it. That's the thing. You can't do it. Long distance, remember, age does not. Ew. Ew. Age does matter? Excuse you? That's nasty. Ayo, yeah, that's nasty. In anybody's case. Doesn't matter who you are. You are not the exception. Age does matter. It does matter in any case. Ayo, indeed. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? I'm pretty sure Gam wouldn't want to hag as his kid. You're not wrong. You're not 100% wrong. Don't worry, I'm the younger one. I don't like him younger in the cell block one. I'm not kidding. And for me, it's either. Well, where I am right now, it's either between 3 to 4 years younger or 3 to 4 years older. In most cases. Because it feels more comfortable that way. Nah, the. What's, if you don't mind me asking, what's the age gap again? Between you and your now girlfriend, apparently? Just wondering, out of morbid curiosity. For me, it's around 1.3, 1.5 my age. So, ew. Ew. I don't think 8 years ain't that bad. Eh. I don't know, man. $8 is technically pretty bad. I'm already sensing a lot of red flags. If it's in your 30s to 40s, maybe it's not as bad. Especially if you're like 50s to 60s. But in your 20s to 30s, that's already that's already a no bueno. At least in my opinion. Because that's, if you think about it, that's almost a decade. That's almost a decade more experience that woman has over you. I'm just doing as taught. My mother is 48, my father is 58. Just because you were taught that does not mean that it's a good lesson. Tradition is a hell of a dangerous teacher, brother. Just FYI. But if it works, I guess it works. But I'm just saying. I would already be very weary. This is actually becoming what I envisioned it to be, and I'm surprised. Or like more or less what it's supposed to be. I probably have to bring it down a little bit, maybe. No, I don't, because it's still got plenty of room here. What if they were 6 years apart? That's... It's already teetering on the edge a little bit, It's... I don't hate it. I don't hate it, to say the least. It really comes down to life experience. As well as like how good of a person they are, right? Age is obviously is not the only contributing factor, but when it starts becoming a problem when it's a very big contributing factor in terms of experience, right? Because in some, at least, okay, this is purely my opinion. This is no studies I've not done any study on this, or nobody's gonna back me this up. But when you have somebody that's way older than you, they already have like a ton of life experience. So there's either one of two things are gonna happen. Either one, which doesn't usually happen, is that they're actually a good person and they treat you well. That's usually not the case when somebody older is after somebody younger. Usually not the case. So, but if it does, it's pretty good. But the other thing that happens is because of the amount of experience they have, they tend to have a lot more power over you. So you end up feeling a bit more stupid. than you usually are, because you haven't experienced the same things they have, and they can use that as a way to undermine you without you knowing it. Wanting to baby and pamper an older woman in a relationship, is it too much to ask these days? You're just asking for a mom. That's just a mom. I'll be doing the treating, my friend. Gross. I highly doubt that. But gross. You say that now, and I'm gonna hear and like a couple years time when you eventually settle down with this woman, I'm gonna be hearing complaints of how, oh, it wasn't what I thought it was. Why are we even talking about this? Cause it was brought up, and now I'm like, I don't know, man. Add another. Wait, what? Add another M and AY on the end of that word, and yes. Wait, what? What word? I have that effect on people. You don't have that effect on people. You just bring it up. You don't have an effect. It's just something you bring up to people, and then they get concerned. Do you like having that effect on people? That they get concerned over you? That there's a bunch of red flags that you're not noticing? Brother. You know what they call that? Rose tinted glasses, because they don't see the red flags. They are all pink. It would spell mommy. Oh. Ugh. Yeah, the kink only lasts so long until you have to hear the complaining. Hi Tails, how you doing? You came in a weird time. We were talking about reasonable ages to date somebody. Hard to notice red flags because I am one. That's not a thing to be proud of. If anything, that's more of you being blindsided than being a wise man. That is such a terrible, terrible thing to be. What the fuck is up? A lot of things. A lot of things. I don't know. Relationships are complicated, man. I don't know. I personally have never been in one. So maybe I'm not one to say, but still, I feel like that's like a lot of red flags that I would not ignore. Ba 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 bum. Glad to hear a. Thanks. Can we talk about PCs or Blender? Something else now? Or we talk. Okay, so kicking you around like a ragdoll. This conversation making you a little bit uncomfortable, Dottie. Isn't it making you question your own life decisions and relationships? Sorry, I'm very distracted right now, but I wanted to clock it. It's okay. Don't worry about it. The ends of these aren't closed. Which means the ends of the other side. Stop! Why? Why did you do that? I'm just trying to get to places. The end of this isn't closed either. When I brought up what if they were 6 pounds because me and my partners, yeah, I figured, don't worry about it. I mean, you're already like 2 years older than me, right? When did you get together, if I may ask? How long? What's the anniversary? I'm 26. Yeah, I know that. Filthy casual. It's not a competition, Alan. Swear to God. But when did you two get together? That's when, because for me, when two people are either, hope you're doing well though, Graham. Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing all right. It was kind of slow, kind of not. I did a tiny little fuck up at work, but I fixed it, I think. And hope nobody notices. I already showed some coworkers. They said it was barely noticeable. Well, it was noticeable, but not if you weren't looking for it. Not if you were only if you were looking for it. What did you do at work? I put together I don't know what it was. It was a big closet type thing. The doors were about the size of my leg, more or less. I'm off now. Bye. Take care, Alan. The doors were about the size of my leg, and there were it was two on top of each other. And it was using the normal kind of door hinges. Well, there's two types of hinges, right? You got the kind that are usually used in kitchens a lot, mainly because they tend to save a lot of space for when you want to open it. It's hard to explain. But basically the way they open saves space, so you can have less. Kitchens have doors. Yeah, kitchen cabinets have doors. I mean kitchen cabinets, you know, those kind. But the way the hinges open helps save space, so you can have cleaner designs and have smaller gaps in between the kitchen cabinets. Where if you were to use the other kind of hinges, they would take up the amount of space that the door is, or the cabinet is thick. So say the cabinet door is about 2 centimeters thick. That's a bit over half an inch. I think, no, that's a bit over, yeah, that's a bit over half an inch. Hold on. Where the fuck is it? Where's my measure? There it is. It's about 3/4 of an inch in freedom units. So if you're with the ones I was using, the space they need to open needs to be either as big or bigger than the door is thick, because otherwise it'll just start touching the other door and you can't open it. So I did that, and I accidentally fucked up one of the handles. I drilled the holes on the wrong side. So I quickly patched it up. Yeah, I drilled the handle holes on the wrong side. Ah, I was such an idiot. I don't know why. I don't know. I think I got distracted very slightly by my boss or something, because I was marking where the handles were supposed to go, and then I would drill the holes. And then just as I was marking, I got distracted by my boss. Hi Dana, how you doing? My boss asked me something about how the cabinets were quicker to install than the drawers. And I was like, of fucking course they are. Not to brag or anything, but today Peanut wasn't too annoying. So it was just a phase. Yeah, I got my but yeah, when it comes to which one is easier and quicker to install between cabinets and drawers, 100%, 100% gonna be the cabinets or doors. Cause with the doors, you just have to put in the hinges, and then put in the hinges, screw it on onto the cabinet, then put on the handles and adjust them so that they're nice and even all over. But with drawers, it's a nightmare sometimes because you have to hope to God that the box or like the cabinet you're putting the drawers in is first of all square, because if it's or it has 90-degree angles everywhere, because if it's not, you are gonna have a bad fucking time. And you also have to hope that the person that made the drawers made them wide enough, but also not too wide. Because if they are not, they're either falling out of the guides, I think they're called, or they're getting stuck. So you either have to put something behind the guides to bring them in closer, or you have to take out the entire, if it's too small, I mean, right? Or you have to take apart the entire drawer and make it 1 or 2 millimeters smaller, just so that it will work right. On top of that, you have to if you have the finished faces on it, usually depending on how people set them up, you can either have let's say a box, either a separate box, and then put a face that looks nice on the front of it, or you can have the face be part of the box. Usually the way we do it is we have a box and then we put the face onto it after, because it's just a lot easier to do that. But because of that, you have to drill the holes for the handle, then screw on the face to the drawer box. And from there, adjust all of the other ones so that the spaces are even and that they align with the doors as well, because you can't have them sticking over too much or under too much. And then once you did that, once you screwed them through the pilot holes on the face for where the handles are supposed to go, you open them up, you screw them on from the inside, release the supporting screws, and then drill the holes where drill all the way through where the pilot holes is. I was bragging and now Peanut's annoying again. Haha, karma. Yep. You drill into the pilot holes, because now you have a clean hole to put the handle screws through, which are longer than they should be. So you have to cut those off. And depending on how sadistic this person is, it can range from either 3 drawers to 20 drawers. So you have to drill about between 6 screws. No, not drill. You have to cut between 6 screws or 40 screws. So yeah, they're a lot more work than your average door. I can't have a nice and quiet moment without that creature. With that creature. Ah, you jinxed it, brother. You jinxed it. But yeah, long story short, I screwed up where I put some holes, I plugged them, and then covered it up, and hopefully, it's good enough to send off. Because I don't, with the way it's made, it's been made pretty cheap. I don't think the customer is gonna be too strict about how it looks, because it seems to be just what my boss told me is just a storage for tires or something. Ah, gatto. Yes, gatto. By the way, Dottie, you didn't answer my question. How long have you been together? I need to know now. My brain has been tickled. You have sparked my curiosity. Talking about gatos, we have to watch our steps now in my house because we have little gatos walking around. Aww. Since when? Because if you've been together a long time, I think at that point it just doesn't matter anymore. The convo we were having earlier just doesn't matter anymore. I say don't think he's annoying me. He wants food, but rather because he wants attention. We've been together for a long time. Okay. Then I'm pretty sure it's fine. Because I feel like if you've been together for a hot minute, red flags should have shown up long time ago. As well as with age, you usually grow wiser. Unless they're like super manipulative and abusive, long lasting relationships usually mean a healthy relationship. For example, you know how we raided into Nimiriko a couple times? The Demon Lord VTuber. You probably also know that she has a boyfriend. They've been together for over, I think, a decade now. The only reason they're not married is because of, well, one, tax reasons, and two, the benefits to getting married don't the benefits to being married in their country don't outweigh what's the opposite of a benefit? Don't outweigh it's not weaknesses. It's also not failures. It's a synonym. Why am I not thinking of the synonym? God damn it, English, please. I think it's just false. But yeah, the 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 reason they're not married is because the benefits of being married don't outweigh the faults of being married in their country. Despite her still wanting to have a ring on her finger. But through they don't. But they both agreed that marriage is not really something they need to have. It's more just a ceremonial thing, which I agree. Personally, I want to do it. They're technically married through relationship status. I'm not a fanboy. Thank you. Thank you. Glad somebody realizes this. In the end, I did end up doing this one thing. I'm just talking about myself. I don't know about you. Well, now you do know. Because I'm not one. I will never forget, like, the 2 times somebody, I don't know, I don't remember who it was anymore. But, like, at least 1 or 2 times, some new person came in. They chatted for a little bit, and then they asked, because of the way my model is, it's very bare bones, not leaves much to the imagination, one could say. They asked, "Are you a femboy?" It's like, no. Why? But of course, it's because of this fucking outfit. Speaking of, actually, slight announcement. Yesterday I was able to afford getting a model done, so that's gonna be coming eventually. The art's gonna be done within, like, I would say half a year at most. I will admit your character does give off femboy vibes. I know. I know. And I hate it. No, I need that drop, please. I want to listen to it again. Hell yeah. Yeah. I am gonna get a model. It is official. It's gonna come eventually. I would give it about, at most, 6 months, maybe, depending, because I know this artist has a history of having bad health issues. But nonetheless, it is gonna happen because she does follow through. That I can. Don't do that. That I can confirm. She does follow through. I just have to put together a sheet with all my character deets on it. And the rigging will also take a while because I'm going to be doing the rigging. Oh, that would be great for stream though. If that's the case, I might just end up... No, I could just do it on my off-stream days. Because I don't think I want to stream it at that point. But I guess it's very easy to label slightly feminine men / manly characters designs as femboys. True. True. As soon as you have a slight bit of... just a little bit of female shape, you're like, femboy, femboy, femboy. Ah. Let's bring this down. Like so. Oh, there is a slight. No, that one's this one. No, yeah, no, that's that one. Then there's another one here, which is this, I believe. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. Wait, I'm gonna do. We almost got the top ready. I just have to finish the bottom here. I have to make this mesh somehow different, though. My penis is annoying because of food again. He got food legit an hour ago. Hi, Faker. How you doing? God damn you, Peanut. All right, I'm gonna have to start separating these again. Because this is starting to get confusing. What can I name this other than hair top? I'll just do it hair top and then call it a call. Call it a call. Call it a call. Spent too long deciding what they wanted to wear today. In the end, they came in their pajamas. I'm obsessed with Dungeon Manhwa MC lately. Wait, can you? Are you Dungeon Manhwa MC lately? Are you? I've read like 3-ish now. Can you explain a bit more? Cause those words made no sense to me. I'm realizing that this might be a bit much hair on this one side. That genre of solo leveling is... Oh! I see. I cream her back pocket and rob the place. Ew. Criminal. Why would you have ice cream in your back pocket? It'll just melt. I think the play here is to just make this short. Like that, you know? For later, of course, it's gonna be melted by then! 30 streams! God damn it, Faker! Damn! 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 Sorry, that was a little bit... You can't know that? Yes, I can know that! Because your body gives off heat! And heat... Ice creams are not your... Ice creams melt at just your body temperature. So unless you have an entire freezer in your back pocket, which I doubt you do, maybe guess I'm a bit of a fan. A bit. Just a bit. Okay, that also means I can move this over. Or like grab this, do this, and then... You know, just a bit of a fan. Nothing too crazy. I feel like this one needs to fill out space somehow. Maybe I have a freezer in my back pocket. A freezer is not that tiny. Freezer cannot get that tiny. I think that'll do. There's burp command. I would have needed to use that like 20 times already in the short amount of time I was here. Yeah, always has been. As you can see, we're up to 744. This is also like your second time here. Well, technically third time, because I remember seeing you stop by once. And you probably left, I don't know why, but I'm sure you have your reasons. Not upsetty spaghetti, but I remember. Just, no, I remember. It's my own tiny pocket freezer technology. Maybe you should start patenting, licensing, and selling that. That sounds like a great idea, great business pitch. I specifically remember you because the way you spelled dinosaurier and me remembering, wait a minute, that's how you type it in German. So you're probably either German descent or from Germany, which makes me very happy. I honestly was very surprised when you said you weren't here for a while. Yeah. I am from Germany. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Yeah. I'm not, but where I'm from, we are taught German anyway because my culture has ties with Germany somehow. So so learning the German language is important to us. That and because of the connections with Germany, you get the chance to study abroad over there too. The Tree Wizard Femboy remembers everything. Not a femboy. Surprisingly, my memory has been improving a lot over the past year or so, or like 2 years. My short term still kind of sucks, but my long term, bruh. I've never met someone excited to learn that I'm German. Well, there's a first time for everything. 3 more years just to waste away. All these numbers. Something else we were also supposed to something else we were also taught while in school or like during not college. It's just high school. Along with our country's national anthem, we also have to learn Germany's national anthem. So, fun fact about me, I know the German national anthem, and it's so easy compared to ours. That's how the only reason why I remember it, because our national anthem is so fucking long. Meanwhile, Germany's is just like you could write it down on a little cookbook, and then you had it. But yeah, we're gonna be taking a quick break. So go take a shit, go get your shit, get some water, get some food, and we'll be back in about 3-ish minutes. So BRB. I'm back. I have returned. What a tone switch. Yeah. I just playing off what my playlist. There's a lot of like slow sad, and then you got stuff like this which is just super hyper. Then you got boss battle music some among there. Also well, I actually don't have that many pop songs, surprisingly. I want to keep those separate, to be honest. I don't know. The pop songs don't mesh well with the rest of this. There's a lot of synthwave in there too. Welcome back. Thanks. Right. Before I got distracted, this thing about pop songs, I like a lot of them. Well, I don't know if recent ones I like that much, but like back in the day where I would listen to, the old classics that you would come on the radio. Those still hit like a memory of nostalgia for me. So I want to listen to those from time to time, but I don't want to add them to the main playlist because I know I'm gonna listen to them and then get like on loop for a little bit, then get bored of them and stop listening to them. What if I do this and then no stop? Lately, I've been quite into metal, breakcore, and extremely slow ambient safe room music. Oh, tried listening to breakcore a little bit. There was like like at least like a 1 week window where it hit the vibe, but I don't know if I just can't find good breakcore songs or if it's just not my vibe. Not all the time, at least. Slow ambient and safe room music, love that. Great, amazing. Uh, what's it called? There's this one. It's called Rainfall by Somebody. Got hold on. There was something else here that I wanted to take a look at. Might as well that up. Oh, I watched this already. This. Sorry. That was not supposed to. Reidenshi, there we go. I think it is. One Heart and Reidenshi, that's the one. Breakcore is very hit or miss. There is stuff I love and stuff that is really annoying that gives headaches. Yeah, the same goes for me when it comes to dubstep. Like, this could technically be called dubstep, but it doesn't annoy me or give me headaches. Because it's within that fine line of sounds that make my head want to throw up, I guess you could say. Because dubstep does rely a lot on what the industry or like a lot of music artists call wub wubs. That and very sharp metal-like noises. But I hate those, dude. They make my ears. They don't like it. Ugh. It's just a big ol' ugh. But when they use it wisely and they mix it well, then it's really good. Usually mixed in with some uh either I don't know, it's not house, it's just future bass, or as the generation today calls it, hyperpop. Well, not even that, to be honest. But still, my point stands. When it's mixed well, love listening to it. But finding good, I am honestly not into dubstep at all. Yeah, that's fair. Not that much into it. Just some songs that just so happen to be dubstep I love a lot. But most of the time, but I think we can both agree. Video game soundtracks, at least 90% of the time, you are gonna love for one reason or another. Because a lot of the time, they're absolute bangers. Even this one right now is from a video game. It's from The Art of Rally. And I've been listening to that soundtrack nonstop. I don't know what it is. I think synthwave just tickles my brain in a way where it just oh, for a gourmet meal, you know what I mean? Been looking for at Art of Rally for a while, but never bought it. I mean, it's if you're not into racing simulators, then I wouldn't get it. If you just want a game to race a little bit and that looks pretty with the low polygon style, I would get it because I would get it because it's a it's technically a racing simulator, but at the same time it isn't. It's that nice little blend between the two. The only reason I listened to the soundtrack is because I heard it during a YouTube video, specifically the drop that we heard earlier. It's caught my ear while everything went silent for a second, and I was like, I need to know where this is from. I need to know. It took me like I think 10 minutes or so to find out where it was from because they didn't put a link in the description to the song, mostly because they were streaming and they had just gotten their editors to edit down the VOD or edit down the stream to make it into video content, and then yeah, it's done. Which I get. Trying to figure out which song, trying to be an editor and figure out which song was at each section of a video, it would be a nightmare and a lot of work. And would require a lot. Well, it would also require a lot of communication from the original content creator, right? Because they most likely know where it's from and what the song is. These are going in one direction a lot. Like a lot in one direction. My favorite album, which is very common to say for music, is directly from a video game, but I found the artist through a video game. Which one? Like which video game, I mean. Signalis. I've heard of that one. Hold on. I've heard of this one. I think this video game. Yeah. Now I know. Yeah, I know this game. I was watching. I know it from watching a YouTube video about. What was it about again? Fuck. This one YouTuber I watch called Daryl Talks Games. Amazing content. So fucking good. Cause whenever I watch his videos, I get chills. It's so well written. It's the way he structures his videos is like some deep philosophy shit, and I'm a sucker for those. But oh yeah, it was a video about the fear of waking up to reality. I highly suggest you go watch that because oh, so good, so good. Fine. Well, that's my. Speaking of where of using video games to find music artists, well, not really this case, but I know it was the case for Hyper Potions. This song and Hyper Potions I found through. How is the channel called? Okay, hold on. I'll just type it out. Daryl Talks Games. There, that's the name. Really good content. Highly suggest. Yeah, this song and the artist Hyper Potions, I started listening to through Rocket League when I was super into Rocket League. Note to self: put the videos look very cool from the titles and thumbnails. They are really cool too. If you want to find the one with Signalis in it, it's the one, the fear of waking up. I think. Let me go find it. Yeah. Well, looks like I might have to increase the timer a little bit, huh? No, no, no. Is it no? Is it video game mega structures that make you feel? No, that's not that one. It's no, no. Yeah, it is the horror of regaining consciousness. That's the title of the video. It's really good. Really, really good. Actually, I haven't finished Signalis for a while. I just wasn't in the mood. And now I just have no clue how to continue. Well, I haven't played it myself, but I have already been spoiled thanks to Daryl, so just fully stuck at a point. You planning on doing tutorial to like a walkthrough or no? Or do you want to do it the old like just complete it the old-fashioned way? I'm gonna get rid of this one and then scale this one down by a lot. I don't know. I'll probably try it a bit longer and only look at a Troy when I'm 110% stuck. I also didn't realize Signalis was just like $9, $10. I know it has a really good story. The art style is also really nice. The pixel art. Did they Coral Island? That's weird. Oh, they have a couple. Wait, no, this is the publisher, right? I want the studio. Rose Engine. Yeah, that's their only game. Aw, man. The album is Sharon from A Thousand Eyes if you were interested. I'll take a look. Let me just open up a new tab. Wait, I'll just do it here. What's it called? Sharon A Thousand.
Not.
Oh. Not even mad. Not even mad. Not even mad. But yeah, as I was about to say, at what point did I cut off? By the way, also I just got cut off. At what point did I cut off? Faker, do you know when did until what was the last thing I said? I meant to use the mute button. It's okay. Last thing I heard was about that YouTuber. Okay, YouTuber. 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 And you give up. At that point, you just give up. Uh, but yeah, I agree with. Okay, so we were talking about that YouTuber. I said highly suggest his content. I know. Okay, yeah. Went to the Signaling Pit, then the. Okay, it's probably when I looked up the album and mentioned that we're gonna play it tomorrow for stream, probably at the beginning, since it's like half an hour at most. Be great to add my playlist if there's anything good in there. And then Dino mentioned how good Signalis looked, which I agree 100%. Both the color palette and the ambiance. It's so good. It's so pretty. And it's pixel art. Well, I'm not saying pixel art is like shit, but the way they are able to incorporate it into pixel art, both really impressive and really, really cool. Well, it didn't do quite what I wanted, which is a bit of a problem. Because like this, it just looks like she's a porcupine, you know what I mean? Like up until here, it looks fine. But I'm a little bit concerned about how this might look. It's actually technically not pixel art. It's low poly 3D with a pixel art filter. Oh. Interesting. That's actually a clever way to do an art style. Why am I looking at this now and regretting all of my decisions? Why? What did I do to deserve don't touch it. I don't want to I don't want to do it again. It's actually technically up. Oh wait, I read that. Never mind. Speaking of video game music, this. I think everybody agree when Helltaker released, it wouldn't be as iconic as it was without this soundtrack, you know? How the year it released, it was on par, like it was nominated to be on par with Doom Eternal's music. So that music is also quite nice. Yeah, actually, surprisingly, something I learned while looking at the Celeste OST, it's the same creator that made the most. Well, yeah, it's the same. The artist is the same person who made the more recent soundtracks for Minecraft, Lena Rain. That is her name, right? Lena Rain. Yeah, Lena Rain. Lena, I don't know how to pronounce it. I would just say Lena. Lena Rain. You know, the same person who made such bangers as Other Side. Now Peanut has decided to go full on annoying mode. Oh no. Oh no. What has Peanut done? What has Peanut done? I feel like I can get rid of this layer kind of, or like just this. Two of these. Alright, let me just copy these, right? Bum 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 bum. Actually, let's get them out of here. Just remember not to just remember not to. Okay, hold on. No, wait. I didn't want to select this one. I wanted to select this one. Up. Bring these up a little bit. And then grab this. Let's see, maybe I can bring these up here. And scale a little bit. That immediately looks better, I think. I really want to do more Blender, but I don't really know what to do. What's your skill set at the moment? Like, what can you do? Like, how advanced are you? Are you god of all Blender people, or are you just like, I poke at it from time to time? What is with this weird view angle? The fuck, bro? I'm not gonna lie, I think this could also just be one thing. I make donut. Well, I feel like you'd have to do like you'd need an end goal to figure out what you want to do then in Blender. Like, do you want to get good enough to where you can do models just for funsies, for to make for other people to have fun of your favorite characters and or streamers, so that they can use it? Do you want to learn to rig so you can? I make a donut with a cartoony ass bite. I mean, that's the next goal, yeah. But like, what would be like the very ambitious part? What would be like a super ambitious thing? For me, it's making animations. I want to do that with like with a lot of people I watch. Just for funsies. Let's scale this then. Oh, I know something. I'm gonna try making Jin Sakai. Who that? Seriously, who that? Let's take a look. You could also just try making. Oh, from okay, it's either from Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost from.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
It's hair. It's hair. God damn it! Try making a mascot sheep. No, not yet. I don't think I want my mascot to be a sheep, to be honest. Ah, okay. I see what I need to do here. I'm talking about the purple sheet, Gam. Sensekai is Ghost of Tsushima. Okay. I honestly have no real end goal. I'm just stumbling my way through Blender. You mean playing from Ed Netty? Dude, I thought about that, but something more akin to. Okay, hold on. What I was thinking, right, was. I have one here. Let me take. Where's my phone? I need to take a picture. It's Patty. Addy, 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 addy. Mm-hmm. Better. Is Mass Mac? I already read that. Let me just get my legs out of the way of that picture. We need your legs in the pic. No, you don't. No, you don't. They're hairy and nasty. I almost sent the picture to Dottie. Almost sent it. Put them back in. No. No. Not happening. You get knees and that's about it. Alright, let me get it. Bro, my phone has gotten crappy. Ignore the very dusty and dirty keyboard. I will be cleaning it at the end of the year. There. I was thinking of one of these. Just put like two googly eyes here and here. And maybe a little smiley face. That's what I was thinking. It's either that, maybe a woodpecker, but I feel like that's a little too on the nose, you know? Yeah, probably like this. Something with some googly eyes. Because what this is it's technically safety. It is sacrificial pawn. We got knees for free. Peanut's food isn't even empty. He's acting like he's starving. What? Wonder if your cat's having health issues then. But yeah, basically this thing is a sacrificial pawn. It's either this keeps you safe from the saw blade. You use this to push other pieces of wood away from you through the saw so that you don't get your fingers caught in anything. If it's like very thin strips you're cutting into pieces. Problem is, I don't know what to call it. Peanut says it's getting late, and gets annoying. I see. Addy, bada, bada. You weren't lying when you said your keyboard was dusty. Yeah, I'm gonna clean at the end of the year. Actually, I need to double check something. Hold on. Before I forget, speaking of dusty keyboards, with the appreciation corner from me. Oh, this was 2023. All right then. Guess I got a thing I've got to make. I knew I wasn't crazy. Yeah, I had this keyboard is definitely gonna get cleaned. Yeah, the year when I have time. I need to do the same thing for mine, but it's not dust. It's more cat hair because I can't let my cat on desk a lot. Do you have a membrane keyboard or do you have uh a mechanical one like I do? Not sure what type I have. Okay, so membrane is the one that has like the little silicone and plastic underneath the keys. And mechanical is the ones that has the removable buttons that you can use. That you can swap out at any time. Send a pic in the Discord so I can confirm which one it is. I cleaned my desk a bit. I was eating some candy and left the wrappers around my keyboard. And you didn't share? Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Have the audacity to ask for leg pics and you don't even share your candy. Audacity. The audacity. Can you believe this? There we go. I think that works. This looks mechanical. At least to me. Can you remove like one of the keycaps? Or can you not do that? Ba 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 ba. I can take them off. Okay, let me see the button underneath then, if you don't mind sending that to. By the looks of it, it's a mechanical one. Which means you can switch out the buttons underneath to give it different sounds. Gotta find a thingy to remove one. I just use, well, when I was removing my keycaps from my other keyboard, I just like use 2 spoons or 2 forks. Wait, if it came with that, then it's definitely a mechanical keyboard with some switches. Let's get rid of these. No, wait, don't do that. We weren't supposed to get rid of that one. There, how does that look? How would I add mess? Okay, there is some messy hairs in the back as well. I don't know how to use the thingy to take the thingy off. Is it like a pair of pliers? Oh, I gotta do it for the fine. You just like hook under it and then pull up. That's all you have to do. When I remove mine, I use a butter knife. You just hook under the keycaps and pull up. That's all you have to do. Nothing more, nothing less. Okay, by the looks of it, I have to add some. Okay. Yeah, like you see the 2 long bits that are sticking out of the ring. You have to hook that. You have to hold the ring over the key and have the 2 long bits hook underneath the key, underneath the keyboard key, and then pull up. And that's it. That's all you have to do. If that made sense. In other words, the ring goes over the keys and the long bits go under the keys. Pinch them together and then pull up if you can. But by the looks of it, this one might not need to be pinched. It just needs to hook under. Both sides. Kind of like, I don't know if you ever seen a crane pick up shipping containers. It's kind of like that. Like it has a big claw that it just grabs around the container and then brings up. Ugh. Now the question is, where do I add the mess? Like you know how she has like little messy bits here. How would I? They would have to be in between here somewhere. Well, I think this one would first of all be one of those. You know what I mean? it would be like this. And possibly grab it, bring it like more this way. Something like that, you know? Oh no, it is membrane. And oh my god, that is a lot of. That is for sure a lot of cat hair. My god. But yeah, it's membrane. I can see like the silicone plastic underneath the little hole where the button's supposed to be. So it's not mechanical. It's a membrane. I think the next one would be this. Although I feel like it would be a bit further up. That, you know? I almost lost the spring. Why did you use Why did you try and remove the space bar? I thought you were gonna do one of the easier keys, like I don't know, the control key. Okay, I don't want these going all in one direction, which is a bit of a weird statement to make, but when it's messy hair, you don't want it all in one direction. My spacebar is more clicky now. I'm assuming that's because either something got into the membrane or the little metal bit that's holding it up is dirty. But I honestly couldn't tell you why else. All right, we're gonna be taking a quick break. So go get your shit, go take a shit, get some water, get some food, and we'll be back in about 3-ish minutes. So, BRB. I'm back. I returned. You know what I want to do? I think I should probably at this point put some. This is my keyboard, right? Yes, it is. I'm going to change how my keyboard works. Hold on, why is it? Am I missing something? Hold on. Okay, that's working. So why isn't it? Ah, I see now. So one of these just straight up tops it. Okay. There. Done. I was just changing my keyboard LEDs because I have them, so why not use them? Anyways, where were we? Wonder if a handheld vacuum would work. I if you removed all your keyboard stuff, then or like all your like to get almost all cat hair. If you were to remove all of your keycaps, then yes, it could get. I think it'll get most of it. Personally, I would probably try and use the sticker, like not sticker, the tape method of trying to remove them. There, now we're making some messy hair. Bring this over here this way a bit and then bring it out. There we go. I think that's the top part of the hair done. How does this look from here? I'd say pretty good. Now I just have to do the bottom, which I'm not sure how I'm gonna do. Okay, first of all, I think this needs to be not as far. To the thing as I think it should be. Like from here, it would start going on to the... I think from here we just do this. Why is that happening? I see why. Grab this, X, dissolve, vert. Of edge. And this one, subdivide once. That's better. Ay, ay, ay. I'm back. I gave Peanut some pets and some snacks. Okay, so no longer being annoying. is what I'm understanding. They are no longer being annoying. How many million years of progress did I miss? Not much. I think I got the top part done. Or what do you think? Like, I tried to make it look a little messy so some bits and pieces are sticking out. Not that one. This one. Right now, he is not being annoying. Okay. Looking good to me. Yeah, I think I'm gonna add one more thing sticking out here. I just have to get it to line up correctly. Do that, or I do this, and then I do this. Then bring the whole thing over like so. There. Why is it a rule in so many places not to share one's age, mainly Twitch chats? Because it's for safety reasons most of the time. Mostly for your own. Because if you send out your age to random people online, you're gonna get creepy people coming after you. As well as it being a community thing, because there are some 18 plus channels, as you probably already noticed. There are 18 plus channels, and they usually want to have a more mature audience. So they can get. So the streamer can also get in trouble for having minors in 18 plus channels, but you can't really know that they're somebody's age unless you know, say it out loud. Or by the way they interact, you know. Teenagers are like people who are at the age of between, from what I've noticed, between 13 and 16, 17-ish tend to make weird comments with no context for no reason. That annoys me. So, and I don't want those kind of people around, so I ban them. Because I don't want them here. I get it for under 18-year-old people. Basically, if I don't know you are under 18, I guess, sadly, I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Exactly. So better not to share your age. Plus, sharing your age also gives the internet more information on how to find you, you know? Because then they can just be like, oh, they're this and this year, this and this many years old, they were born on this and this date, and the list goes on. It's mostly a safety reason, and also for a streamer's own safety. as well as just community fostering in a way. But mostly, it's just in general good advice not to share your age with random people on the internet. You can do so in DMs in private, but not in a public space. I mean, I didn't really plan on giving everyone my age. I just noticed recently that it's a rule in a few Twitch chats I went to. Yeah, people prefer not. Most people prefer not to because they, especially in like lewd artist streams, tend to be a lot of creepy people. So or just or in big streamer or in bigger streamers chats can also be a bunch of creepy people. So it's just mostly a safety thing. You can give an age range like after you've been like after you're 20 years old. You can be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in my early 20s, I'm in my mid 20s, I'm in late 20s." And by the next time that's brought up like what your age range is, it's probably skipped one or two ranges. So, who knows? Mostly a safety thing and to keep your own privacy. I personally don't mind it, but I'd rather you didn't say it. I mean, H plus is enough for most scenarios. Yeah, exactly. I'm hoping that's correct. I think it's correct. I believe it is. And then I'll just have like little swoops here. They have to be tiny swoops though, which is the thing. I need to grab a thing, but wait, I have extra backups that I can just grab from, right? Yeah. We're gonna grab this. We're gonna take a look at it. Let's bring it down. It's with the mirror modifier, right? So get rid of this modifier. Here, bottom. Bam, 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 bam. Actually, that's a good one to start with. Could I technically do this one with... That's a good question to ask. Could I do this bottom part with just bits like this? I'd need some more segments though. I kind of doubt it, but I'm gonna try anyway. Yeah, no, that look ugly, bro. That is so ugly. Like, it'd have to be like here somewhere. Which, no, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be so bad. This much is the magic number. I have to start from the bottom. Ooh, that's crunching a bit already. Alright, let's get rid of this. Dissolve them. Ooh, this bit's difficult. I think, okay. Well, unfortunately, that is going to be it from me today. So thank you everybody for coming. I hope you all enjoyed. I'll be live tomorrow for the last time this week until Saturday. So stick around for the raid. I think I know who we're going to be raiding into today. We haven't raided her in a while. She usually does art, but this is her alt account that she does gaming on. Thanks. Was fun stream. Yeah, thanks for coming. So. Oh yeah, I did mention that we're going to be continuing this tomorrow, right? Yes, now I did. Anyways. So here's a message if you are not subbed. And here's a message if you are subbed. God damn it, every single time. With that being said, I will see you all tomorrow. So good night. Take care. Sleep well. Laters.